like, a couple of them are decent tracks, but they're not stunt races. Just because they use stunt props, they can't get away with calling them stunt races. Like, Sunsea and Chicanes. Sunsea and Chicanes is alright, you know, GP sort of track, but... And then... Well, they just didn't make any shortcuts. They blocked off the tubes because they knew we'd get to the ground too quick. Yeah. Yeah. And they've blocked it off to that little quarter piece. You go off the... Or you go off the track. No,
Yo, hello, Lonely.
They listen to the wrong people.
You coming? Yeah, I'm about to go join the crew. No, my bad.
Right,
I got killed by Snail, a piece of shit.
Well, I just think, because that's
hello to everybody who just joined. I appreciate your comment. No, boys, you just talk over me, man. Boss,
no, but let you say hello first.
Because Pag can't like be heard anyway, so he can blast away. Like he can talk while I talk. Yo, Chelsea, hello, bro. Welcome. We're about to get started. There's fucking 19 people in here, so yeah. Good luck to the first. Well, no matter what, Pag and Fox is getting in, so.
Well, I'm commentating. I'm already in you, Esco. I'm deep inside you.
Okay.
So Pag's got the spot.
No, Pag, you're getting in no matter what. So,
you get the first invite, and then everybody gets invited after.
No problem. Right, you got the invite, yeah? Alright, everybody, good luck! This moment's scary.
Can usually tell who's a little bit younger.
God.
Just slightly quicker reflexes, you know. They see their phone blink and they up on it.
Right, that is the lobby filled, so for anybody who didn't get in, I apologise. But yeah, like I said, it's just the first way to get everybody in, and I invited Pag first because I am racing with him, he's in my party, and yeah.
Looks like 4 people looking out from Chelsea. Big speak. Again.
Did Chelsea get in? He did.
Yeah, he did. And he's giving the people that didn't, a bit of smoke talk. I really love Chelsea's cat talk, I really do.
Have you started your stream with us?
Yeah, I have.
Right, well, we can go. I'll start the timer then.
Hey, Dave, how you going, fella?
Wait, why did that give a minute and a half? I should only give 40 seconds there, shouldn't
it? Usually. Yeah, I think it's because it's the first job.
So
just still let it fill out.
Lonely, I didn't even see my car. I didn't even know if it is upside down or not. But yeah, Snail was in there shredding people up like the Terminator with a fucking minigun, being a noob that he is.
How you going, Lonely? I hope you're doing well. Let me quickly a little share on Discord, etc. You'll notice as well that the lobby is looking mighty fine. Should be seeing some nice racing across all positions, I imagine.
I'm gonna pop in and give your stream a wee lag.
like yours. Who's my favourite to win? Now, Randos has been in really good form. He's won quite a few playlists recently. Trilsy, Snail, Cryptic, Crayon, Mystic as well. She's stepping up, like she's going to be beating more and more of you lads over the coming weeks and months. Sometimes it's nice to be beaten in the right way, isn't it, Pag?
Sure, I just subscribed to you on this account you made me. So.
Yeah, that's one. And yeah, you'll have to get in the Discord soon, Esco, as well.
I'm just not got a big bong on my stream, I don't care. YOLO.
It's alchemy. You're doing some alchemy, you're bubbling up some gold, Esco. That's what you're doing. Ripply, ripply, bubbly, bubbly.
Refilling the tank.
Esco clean away, has jumped from a second into first over Lucas Londo. Pag Arwin Randos making out top 5. Hello, James. Hello, Nova, Crayon, and Dennis. Hope you're all doing very well.
I've just completely caught on. I just caught on that I didn't even say commentary or nothing in this stream. Like, I'll have to change
It's all good, Esco, my man. It is a lot easier to edit stuff now you've got a laptop, though. You just hit that edit button via stream.
Yeah.
Nice and clean through the tube. Esco is leading the way. Camera angle there as I was flicking through them. Randos closing the gap. We will pull back to Randos and have a look at the pair here. Clean through the corners. You can see Randos riding the curbs, taking a bit of a heavier barrier bash, and then Esco.
I tried to take Jack's line and fucked it.
Esco going a bit low. He's kept his lead though. He didn't appear to lose as much boost as he saw, or maybe Randos didn't quite get onto the line on this first lap of Gauntlet here.
Oh, I broke the boost. Oh, we mini break.
He's had to readjust it. Randos drifting to the left, nice and tight like a tiger. It's been a little while since I've cracked that one out. Pushing it nice and close to the edge of the track there. Esco rides his luck through that mini brick that he did suffer and holds a first place. TJ Cryptic Peanut Fucksane making out the top 5, entering the tube just behind. We're going to pop back to around 6th, 7th place. We're going to sit with Nicox for about a lap and then we'll pop back forward to the front of the pack. Hello, Mobbin. He's just come on to Nicox. He's got himself a little bit of clear air ahead. 68 cent, a little bit of a way behind, but a bit of a Oh, it looked like he was behind for a second on there. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Did I just look in the wrong place? But Nicox closing in on Ironman. Well, Barback's clearly having a little bit of trouble with that first attempted ramp skip. The gap closed significantly between the two. See, I believe somebody else just heading through the checkpoint ahead. That will be on 68 cent. a quick look at the times. 2:53 was Esco's first lap to 54.6 from Randolph. Just over a second between the two. There is Lucas next in sight for Nick Ox and Barbax, but the barrier really not being nice there to Nick Ox. Very, very unfortunate stuff. Didn't quite come off it cleanly as he would have liked. Pop forward and creep forward just a touch. We don't sit with the lady I mentioned herself, Mystic Nova, for the rest of this lap before heading forward if necessary. Getting a little bit of space between her and the opposition. 68 cent, not too far behind, able to gain on any mistakes. Gap ahead to Fuckstain. Looking rather big at the moment. Struggling with vision.
Hey, Brandos, it's common.
Dennis, it's as much as you think you're on the same line, it's very much to do with like angle of the car in the tube and stuff like that. Like it's very, very minute differences that can cause you to fall off the boost line. So you can be like 1 or 2 millimeters off the line that Mystic's on or Esco's on, and then you won't get the boost they're getting. Mystic just struggled to stay connected to the tube. The back wheels did seem to stay connected the whole way. He has closed in heavily on Fuckstain and is staying ahead here of Lucas. But 68 Cent has flown past both herself and Fucks. Lucas, a little bit high and too far to the right, has left a Nova just chasing here. 2:52 is now the best lap. Randos was unfortunately unable to improve. We are gonna
speed, man.
creep forward again a touch.
Yo, James, I'm good, bro. Thanks for asking. I hope you're good.
You just a lie.
I need to practice that first shoot, honestly. I don't know how to enter it.
Nice and clean. As you can see, 68 Cent. You can't see Trills, and we'll just wait for this first tube. Guys, all just going through it. I believe Esco is out the other side. Nice clear air behind him at the moment. Not too far behind. Any error from Esco will be capitalised upon. Shrek and me make 50,000, 500,000. Nice.
He's playing it safe, fuck that.
Oh, and Esco is going full on safe. Randos is going to be coming in hot behind him. Looked like a respawn was necessary. Randos has fallen back through the order. Cryptic Peanut up to second with a nice clean cut. Shortened the gap significantly. Now, if there is any barrier smash, it doesn't ride nicely for Esco. Gucci right there to clean up the mess. Randos is back up to third. There was maybe a couple of mistakes on that exit. Maybe the mistakes came in other places. Maybe Randos chose to do the same as.
I had like a boost off that. That was nice.
Looked like you did, yeah. Took some extra distance than I normally get off that.
terrible
Mobbing,
at times, but good consistency, so that's all it is.
mobbing.
Good.
Feel free to raise the track by about 3 foot as well, mobbing, to get rid of that dirt hill affecting that wall ride. That'd be perfect.
First race, first win. That's what I'm talking about,
Mobbing
baby.
will be taking on Racing Alley as his next challenge after Up Your Asphalt.
What is the world
remake.
record on racing alley? Do you know, or I'm sure
Mobbing
Mobbin
will,
would know.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought Mobbin had it with the 27, but I know that was before the nerf. But I don't think anybody had beaten it. So.
I think Nacho has post now, or Alex. And it wasn't a good start for herself. Don't worry, Anna, warm yourself into the playlist. 27.1 by Nacho. I'm
Damn.
gonna add you as a moderator, Anna, and then
Oh
I
yeah, that
should
reminds
be
me.
here a lot.
No, I don't know how to do it.
Probably won't let me.
Just comes out
Yeah,
fucking.
L from Trilsy. It happens from time to time, lad.
Haha, there we go. There we go, there we
You
go.
got
Folks, if you
17
want to leave
people.
a wee comment on my thing, I'll make you moderator.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure I just made James one there.
You over?
See, it's still full time.
Oh,
That's
Nacho Zombie. Yeah, I can understand that, man. Although I know them two are looking to get into shape for you guys as well. I've not seen them two. I've seen Zombie Racing a little bit more recently again, but haven't seen them around too much. But yeah, they ain't any.
By the way, there's going to be very exciting
Slow
crew
boys.
news coming. Massive crew event on its way. Massive. Seems to be all confirmed, so.
What's that?
And the crew battle coming.
Yeah.
No, because I'll probably make a video about it. But it seems to be confirmed, so.
Nice. And it's 149. And 49 is really not bad to a 47, Dennis. And allow Alex, Mr. Heredy himself, enters the chat. How you going, fella?
That was my 200th win.
Nice. Esco, slow down, please, from Graham. You can't be winning
He's just
every race of
jinxing.
your own playlist.
It was only the first race, I'm sorry not to fucking bother.
Soul
Right.
Searcher is on pole. Yeah, I'm doing decent, my man. Soul Searcher, nice start off the line. Feathering the throttle does appear to have gained himself a touch of an advantage here. Lost a couple of revs before the curve. It looks like he did come off the wall of the tunnel there. Really unfortunate. That was a lovely start from older boy. Oh, Cryptic had just hit the barrier just before I swapped on. We are going to move on to Nova in that sixth
How did I
place
just
at the
survive
moment.
that? What the fuck?
Esco, you can hear riding his luck and seeing, if you are watching his screen, Jesus Christ, Esco, taking about 3/4 of the car off the track there. It did see Esco lose a position or two. He's right back up behind, battling with Randos, trying to gain on Nova. Nova trying to gain on Crane. Is some clean brake boosting right up the chuff of TJ. Or as our boy would say, hello, Mr. Tropical Fruit. How you going, fella? Right onto the cheeks of TJ. Couple of wall rides going on. The first was clean. It looked like Randos did unfortunately get the nose. Brick just pointing it down a little bit too much, whereas Snail got his really nice and clean, taking the lead. And we've got Will Hernandez with, oh my god, in Esco's chat. How you going, fella? I'm doing very well, thank you. Hope you are as well. Esco trying to take the corner. Nicely done. Oh, it looked like his spoiler just caught up on the pole ever so slightly. A wonderful feathering of the throttle. Does look like a midnight blue with a red. No, it's a red with a green pearlescent, that is. Never mind, Nova, you've not stolen my colour. You found your own. Mr. Chrome looking shit, that is, man. Or lady. Don't want to be being told off for wrong genders. Oh, Snail must have had a bit of trouble with either a bit of a brick at the bottom of the hill or a barrier just out of line, maybe shifting into him. Hello, Unholy. How you going, my man? Again, that is a guy you do want to go check out, as most of the guys are in the chat. Moderators, some very, very fast lads, or people looking to get quicker, able to give out advice or watch their videos, some tips on lines. But he's uploaded, how many world records is it in the past 2 weeks? Like 6 or 7 on PC, Unholy?
Oh, days.
Crazy boy. Let's go to wall ride.
There's a weird break there, right?
Alright, has lost a couple of positions.
Oh,
He's only down 7th, battling nicely with Pag. Mystic right up in the fight, passing by Fuckstain, not wanting TJ to get too far out of reach. Nicely through the corner, does hold position over Fox, although he is closing in a couple of really clean brake boosts. Nicot sat on the corner, having overshot his braking point. Soul Searchers pulled his way back up to 10th, 11th there. Fuckstain carried a bit too much speed, having to feather the throttle really nicely through the corner, does so really well. TJ has managed to just extend his lead out slightly though. Esco closing the gap again on this top 3. He is not out of the fight for top 3 yet. We may yet see him on the screen again. What's colour on this 6 cars? Very nice. I'm going to have to get the hex code. Better be willing to talk business, Mystic. 6. 6 of them from Unholy, and I'm doing good. Nice to hear, my man. Lovely handling the speed. Esco closing up real close behind Nova. Closing with each passing over the curb. She holds position over that brake boost. Esco just managing the speed ever so slightly better through the corner. The honk of the horn from Mystic, not happy. Heading in for the wall ride though. Takes her position back momentarily. The Emirates though just bucks a little wildly for the young lass, causing it to not lose any more time, but give the position back up. Really unfortunate stuff. Great to see. They're going for it, been able to sit with it for the whole race, fighting really nicely with these experienced fellas. 2:08 from Trilsey is the best lap, pinched by Esco with 2:07.1 on the
how
line.
are you even conferred? Like, I was on point, but doing shit things at the same time, man. Oh, that was scary.
Oh, damn lucky man. He's like Esco in the past. Esco's just been told off for showing a bit too much favouritism. So it's the way he's come up with is get everybody in a lobby and then hit all from current session, and then people get about 10 minutes notice before the actual race lobby.
Yeah. Yo, Hernandez,
I'm sure you will get
bro,
in next time, my man.
Appreciate you coming. And James, no problem, bro. No problem. It's a pleasure to have you as a mod. Dan, yeah, unfortunately there was like 19 people.
Yeah, TJ
Yeah.
giving out a touch of smoke there. Maybe this is a track you could pick, TJ, you know? I've seen man Scratchy making some moves on this track on PC. So he's moving when we've been on there.
That's loud, baby.
Indeed, Tyrese.
Yeah, Dan, that's grand, bro. No problem at all. And I'm good, bro. Thank you for asking. I hope you're good as well.
Yeah, I'm smashing, Dan. Thanks very much, man. I'm glad that you understand, man. As well, and like you say, we are sure you'll get in. If people miss out on a couple too many, they will get a bit more of a staggered invite beforehand, sort of thing. If they've missed out on a couple in a row, and that, 'cause we do know people do want to attend from the community and that as well.
For daytime, what is it, noon or morning or what the tickets? Yeah, I mean, everybody complains if you don't, so.
Ooh. Well, that's it. It is what Esco's starting to find out. It's just that, like, if you push people like Esco and Jack too hard, like, they really like the Rockstar stuff they do like, and they know what they like and what they don't like, and they're not, like, with how they are in the game, they're not willing to put time out testing too much at the moment. But both Esco and Jack, at about the same time, have started testing out the odd track and sticking in the ones they like.
Yeah, basically.
We just need to do it nice and gently, let them do it in their own time. I've told them both there are some good tracks that they'll both like being made out there.
I'm starting to watch a few of them on YouTube. I watch a lot of Marvin's videos now, and like his customs. I like the ones he does.
You should Randos and Ventura as well. Mobbin, Randos, Ventura, Lazy seem to do the best showcases at the moment for the custom stuff.
Yeah.
And Albo just throws out a couple every now and then, but he doesn't think he's good enough to do too much, which is a bit bollocks, really.
Yeah, I've always good at customs and stuff.
It's Fluxstain. It does have a music channel in the Discord. Scroll down through the list of channels, lad. But he's definitely going to send some memes after this race in the meme category. Bag has had a nice start in fourth place. Third place. Just the rotating names makes it a bit harder to see. Crayon though, a lovely tube exit, wonderful brake boost over the curb, brings him past Crayon, past Pag, and on to the back of Randos. Jesus Christ, snails are flying as well. Got nice and thick on the boost line. Pag did look to be on very similar line to Crayon and Snail, but clearly just slightly collecting it a little bit earlier, stronger. Pag getting through the corner nice and cleanly.
What a fucking run skip.
Carrying the pace a little bit more. That's a nice double barrel roll from Pag, really closed back in and passed by Snail there. Right, and that's the slightly dodgy place. That small little jump into the tube causes a slight brick sometimes off the tube wall. Pag rode that really nicely. Hello, Rescue! Oh, Pag unfortunately just digging into what looked to be the very, very last part of the curb before the tube onto the track there. That was really unfortunate. Just minute miss of timing. Just ever so slightly though, like literal millimetre or two adjustment earlier in the tube, and he'd come out nice and clean. Oh, and the vertical tube not letting the traction stick.
That, Jesus.
Holds it nice, but then the flicky tube here. Very tricky tube if you fall off the racing line there. It's going to clear the jump. That is something I struggle with after losing the line. Esco has got himself back up into first. Snail battling as well. Lucas Londo not too far ahead here of Pag Crane. We are just going to move forward a touch and have a look at the guys at the front. Yes. Oh, Snail. I hope that wasn't because I flicked onto it. Looked like a bit of a dodgy landing on the tube exit. It has seen Snail fall back down the order. We will stick with Snail and give him a bit of a love. Still, yeah, GKX, he's at the moment considered, I think Asadora has handed him the crown as the best bike racer on PC. And just the best bike glider and everything. Just, yeah, bikes. Really, really, really very, very, very good. Japanese, I believe. Snail feather and throttle really nicely. Has closed the gap up on this pack of three. And skips looking tight. Snail, it was tight. But he's rode his luck. He stayed on the track. He has lost a little bit of time again. Fuckstain and Cryptic up into... Oh, Cryptic appeared to go underneath. Oh, and Snail goes on to the other wall there, getting onto a boost line and begins to ease or try and ease away from Cryptic. I think Cryptic did just come on through. Lucas just ahead. The tube again, not playing nice. Snail just runs a little bit too wide. That's a back corner. That's another by mistake there.
Just did I done what Crane done in that first lap.
No worries, James. Enjoy your food, fella.
That was a deadly lap too, man. First time I've ever respawned and installed in first.
Below. Best lap 2:39 by Esco. 2:37 and 31 coming in across the line from Mystic Nova and Cryptic Peanut respectively. Ramp skip there by Nova, although you can just skip across. Little bit more track knowledge needed for the young lady. We are going to go forward, give a bit of context commentary on both streams here for myself and Esco. Just combine the effort as he comes out of the tube, but nice and clean, just over to the right, able to come across the curbs, nice and aggressive.
Sir.
Oh, you've got to remember though, Dennis, is they're racing at higher frames, and if the guy we've all accepted as the fastest bike racer says, here's my crown, we kind of have to take it on the chin that we're not doing something right. Because he's teaching Asadora how to get quicker. So he's been able to teach Asadora the mechanics he's using, and Asadora is getting quicker off it. Yep. But I think there was some doubt over him initially, but as soon as you can actually explain the mechanics you're using, then you're on much better footing than if you can't. Which is what a lot of the modders struggle with, because in general they don't even know what curb boosting or brake boosting is until they've been exposed. But yeah, Epsky is that's another channel you should check out. Dennis's glides are incredible.
How come I know this 3 seconds?
If you ask him in a private message, Unholy, I reckon he'd be very different.
I don't even know. Different.
And like, don't go about it in a way that like you're accusing him of cheating. Just ask him how he does it. Like, you want to get a bit quicker on bikes and stuff, understand the mechanics of the bikes more. Like, don't make it seem accusationary or feel like you're accusing him.
Enjoy your food.
But no, he doesn't brag about. No, exactly. It's just insane. It's like he's not got the attitude of a modder. He's quite humble with it. And yeah, that's what I think it is, Mobbing. I think he does feather, but it's like 90% still full on power. So you can you barely hear the drop in revs because it's just maintaining. It should just not looking to accelerate anymore. Oh, and Foxstone there trying to plant a little seed into Mobbing's head of a Gauntlet 2.0. Best lap is by Cryptic at the 31.935.
I like this track, man. It's
probably my really favorite nice custom track.
And McTally toys.
Galaxy Stunty Stunt. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, the flow of the tube, the long tube's a little bit wonky. I wish it flowed slightly differently, but I can't say too much. The really long tube that's you like roll around a few times to actually get through the tube, otherwise you'd be on the roof of it at certain points and stuff. You do the loops through it as it goes down vertically. I wish the flow of it was ever so slightly different, because if you fall off the line ever so slightly, you're fucked. Yeah. With the tube exits and wall rides and that for sure. Yeah, and it's what I find insane is like I'd like to get quicker, but I know I'll never be able to be as consistent as the guys at the top. As I used to joke about, Jack, I just wasn't born on the stunty planet. Half of these guys seem to be abandoned under 3-year-old. It's just all made of wall rides. Yeah, I love racing with them. They're really, you're all really good guys.
Hello to everybody who just tuned in. I appreciate y'all coming and hope everybody is good. We're going to start this race now. Just refueling.
Nice. I will definitely give that a little check in a little while. What's there, my man? Always looking for new music myself to have a listen to and peruse of. Or a little bit more alchemy going on in the background, keeping the racing fingers steady.
I've had 82 points out of the possible 90. I'll keep it going.
Not too shabby.
Good form, bro. 209 walk line tonight.
Cryptic. Not too bad a place to start. We're surrounded by Mystic Nova, Fuckstain, TJ and Nicox. Fuckstain, great start, coming flying up into second place early on the curbs. Only builds, decent start as well, coming past Cryptic. Cryptic a little slow off the line, but he's getting some good brake boosting now. Starting to close in on the Kriegers, both him and Esco coming in hot. Cryptic comes on through, having blocked off a couple of Esco's brake boost on to the cheeks of TJ. He's now looking to block off a couple of TJ's brake boosts as they go down this straight. TJ, though, looking to try and keep the distance so he can keep the curb sight nice and clean. Does appear to miss that one, and that allows Cryptic to close the gap up. Takes a bit of extra curb. TJ, he's honking the horn. Dirty tactics from Gucci. That will see you into bad sport, lad. Be careful. Cryptic has come past. TJ feathering throttle maybe ever so slightly on the hill. We are going to come back to Randos, who slotted himself in between the two momentarily, getting it to be a bit of a dirty threesome there. Mystic Nova, stay away, you're too young. It's getting too hot up here, love. Although you're handling the heat, and she's coming flying over the top of Randos. Randos lovely onto the curb though, gets the brake boost, closing the gap hugely on TJ and Cryptic up into second, collecting the curbs for the boost. So nice and clean. TJ though, tidy corner. Lovely hairpin does see him gain the position back over Randos, and you can see him closing the gap up on Gucci. But Randos again closing in. He's going to have to try and feather the throttle masterfully here to keep on the back. Use the acceleration of the Krieger over the curbs. Missed it again, side by side with Randos. Randos just able to get the exit speed a little bit nicer. TJ running a little wide down the ramp. Really nice and tight between top five. Snail right up the back of Nova. Just behind. TJ looks to be gaining on Cryptic still, right up behind him. Cryptic is going to have to collect all of the brake boost. If he misses one or two, he's gone. TJ's past him. TJ wins. Randall's third.
Come on! Ah.
That was tight all the way through. Mystic Nova kept popping up right onto the back of third place as well. Really good stuff from the young lady. Did fall back to 7th in the end. Arwin in 6th. Fuckstein making out the top 5. Pag in 4th. Randolph, Cryptic and TJ making out our top 3. I'm going to load up and scout for someone to leave. Nice and holy. He's waiting on a rage quit. It's what I used to do, Unholy, when I didn't quite make it into the playlist initially. I'd load up on PC and just sit in story mode until someone left. And then join. Just be racing randoms or doing a bit of hot lapping.
Alright, we're still in front. That was big damage. It was big damage though. Big damage.
Hasn't lost quite. Well, lost 13 points of his advantage. He has still got over a 10-point lead there. Well, 11. Not much more than 10.
And I got a wall climb.
They all knew it. They all knew it was in here somewhere. They were just maybe hoping it'd be a bit further back, Esco, you know.
I know, it came at a good time.
Gucci's just closing back in, and now he's got to go up against you on your favourite ever track, ever. He's just going to be praying that you brick. Like, you know that you put yourself in a situation that 15 people are praying for you to brick.
Or I'm gonna get a 2-9. They can all suck their mums. No, I've been having bad luck on Wall Climb lately, but I'm not gonna jinx anything.
Oh, nice sucks, Fuxlane. He has to hold up on the D-pad so he doesn't see the character select screen the whole time.
What the fuck?
In your accessibility, Fuxer, after the race, quickly go to your settings and stuff on your PlayStation and just turn the button off in the accessibility settings.
And then dirty tactics.
Use the button programming and just turn down on the D-pad off so it doesn't register the press of it. Kick soul searches. We're unable to kick anyone, but just message him back and say shush. And if it gets too much for you, Dennis, let me know. Like, I know you in general to be just a decent, quiet lad that's trying to get quicker. Esco's going to have a bit of a comeback down. In 12th place, I believe. He's already back up to 10th. Got past far back. Big vibration there as Dark had to fling a bit higher in the tube to make sure he made it through. Did cost him some positions. Mystic Nova and Esco not too far behind him. We now see the front 6 beginning to ease away. Esco ramp skipping there past Mr. Dark. I would try and say the rest, but I will just stumble all over that. No offence intended mispronouncing names. And oh, it was a bit of a lag kickback, but Esco did get the mid-drive boost and stays ahead of that big pack behind him. It's like 4 cars are stuck together. Mr. Dark has pulled away ever so slightly from them, following Esco's lines a little bit closer. Esco fell off the boost, and that has allowed Dark to come past a little, although he's taken a high tube exit. And that has messed up his line through the corner. Esco was able to close up and pass Randos. So Randos battling back. Nice acceleration point from both of the guys, matching speed. Brake boosting back up to Esco though, as both of them close in on the front four. Gucci has got a bit of a lead. He's already about to swing into the corner. Hickox Fuxane flowing through it nicely. Nice and clean, just pulling away for the gap in the barrier and through the tube line. Nice and smooth, it's looking clean. Takes the skip. Randos and Esco side by side there. Let's just remove that hood a little bit for a moment. Esco late on the brakes, pushing himself up into the mix.
No!
Oh, the spoiler just collects on the foot of the ramp as Lucas Londo does leave unholy. Feel free to join on in if you're planning to fulfill it upon that wish of waiting for a rage quit. I think it just happened, lad. But it did. It'll just go take a little bit of the pressure of the extra pressure off Esco. We're going to go put a little bit of it on to Fuxton. I was watching the stream. First time I've commentated on the lad in a while. He's not been racing as much, but he's bringing himself back out of retirement. Finding some of the enjoyment maybe in the game again after a bit of a break. After a few too many bricks, he's through that corner nice and tidy. Looked like that was lag, didn't actually seem to lose any time, and that was lag from Crane as well. It took a good couple of seconds for him to pop back into existence there. Apparently Soul Searcher had left already. I think a lower Mr. Dark got that one. Yes, she will, very much so. We will go spend a little bit of time with Pink in a little second, or in the next race. Dennis will definitely go spend a lap. Fuxstein goes with the risky cut. He gets it nice and clean, making me very glad I didn't swap too early there. Like I say, we'll definitely go spend a lap or so with Pink and She-Wolf in the next race. But yeah, I do agree, she is improving very, very quick. Maybe there's a spectator already, but if there's not, we'll get you an invite. Or you should be able to join in the next race, in between the next race. Just get yourself out the clouds as quick as you can. Rezko, oh yeah, there is one space, but Rezko's filling one of them, and I don't think it'd registered the other guy leaving just yet. Unless there's one more spectator below Rez. Stain has lost a touch of time.
I just fucked it to a 9, man. No fucking speed, like.
It looks like Pink She-Wolf has actually left. Won't be able to go spectator this time. But I will have a little message with her and make sure she's comfortable with being spectating a little bit of commentary next time she's in one of these lobbies.
Bro, I literally fucked a 209 there, man. I literally was like, I can't even explain that. Like, and but that was either a high 48 I come out of that tube, or a very, very, very low 49, man.
Mm.
And at the fucking 130 checkpoint, man, I was still on for it.
Fuck. Oh. That was a lovely tube-to-tube cut by Fox, a really nice catch on the screen. It is at the faster line, but it's very hard to pull off. Nice lap roll from Gucci.
Yo, Gucci, hello, bro, and thanks. I was sweating. And it's like I got dead second tube boost, and then the third was dead, man. Even if I had got one of them, man, that was a 209, like 100%. It's fucking annoying, man. That first tube was insane.
He's got in, he's in. Registered 19 times from the game. So we've got Rezkio and Holy joining. Foxstain's able to play in some sort of claw position like a fucking crab. With a finger on the D-pad, he's saying it's not too uncomfortable. Fuck off, Foxstain. I'd be cramping up. Well, I'm testing it right now, my finger's uncomfortable. What are you on about?
I need a wee minute to breathe after that, man. My adrenaline's pumping. I really thought that was it, man. I thought it was coming.
He can't do it the normal, easier way, the tube to tube, so he has to do it his more difficult way. Probably is full again. And Holy, you will be told off by Mobby if you don't start putting on that goat tag more often when you're racing on PlayStation, fella.
Let's take my halfway break, man.
Yeah, no worries, my man. You know me, I'm quite happy to. Don't be sad, be disappointed, and do make sure the game don't fuck you next time, man.
Hello.
Hello?
I'm excited now for Hot Lapping tonight. Hopefully, man, that first tube, bro, I'm gonna watch that over tonight. That was fucking insane. Like, I'm pretty sure it was lobby boost as well, though. That's the only thing.
Hey, Anna, don't you worry.
I mean, it definitely feels like it, yeah, 100%. Like,
yeah, it can give you an extra. I think it's something to do with the frames dipping a little bit more, and it gives you extra speed boosts here and there.
It's nice. I like it. Yo, hello to everybody who just joined, by the way. I hope everybody is good.
And yeah, Anna, don't you worry. Is everybody has a bit of an off night? Is, as Dennis did say, or Ameritine, just above, saying you have improved a lot recently, and we have a feeling you are going to be a very good racer quite shortly. Have a good night. I don't know how to say, but I switched it to square lock. I'm sure there is a way to turn it off. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look into that. And hello, new boys. Yo, Fox, hi all. Some awesome racing happening. Yes, there is indeed. We just had two very good races. Nick Cox, though, unfortunately goes a little bit too fast. Alright, we pull off a quick swap on to Cryptic initially. That was just to get that position. And then we're on to Nova. Not too far behind Redkio and Randos. I think Esco unfortunately might have just lagged out. His Wi-Fi playing up a touch. Oh, and Randos carrying a bit too much speed into the corner. Has been passed by Mystic Nova and TJ coming up fast behind. We're going to pull back just before the tube exit, catch as many of them as possible. Lovely and low, slightly higher on the tube ball from Mystic, but TJ wobbling aggressively back and forth, and that was some serious kick off the beginning of the boost line. Mystic holding firm on a line, does come back through. TJ's going to be earlier onto the curb here, collecting earlier brake boost. Choosing not to take the brake boost though, just going with curb boost, not wanting to lose the pace if he missed them. Mystic did maybe miss one, as TJ came flying through to catch up. Mystic nice and strong on the tube line. Nice dab of the brakes, bring through the corner. Again, apologies to anybody that was watching Esco's stream. He wouldn't have wanted that to happen. His internet clearly just playing up. It's happened to us all at some point. Esco close to the edge. Trillsy feeling he might have had to go with the character switch. Did end up on track though, but it all went a little bit wonky afterwards. A little bit of a internet reset. Yeah, like when it happens to me during the actual, it pisses me off so much when I'm trying to commentate. I'm streaming, but no, they should just join the lobby back. Should be able to join, yeah, and she's not been disconnected for a whole race.
Let's just start stream back up again.
Yeah.
You're a bit of spectating.
TJ coming through the cut nice and tidy. It wasn't. They got tube exit, wasn't nice to him. Did lose a lot of positions. We'll go sit with Cryptic. He's got himself back up to third. Not too far behind either. He's going to have to be nice and clean. 213.232 first lap from Esco.
Yo, lonely. Yeah, everything's okay. I just had a wee bit of a lag, unfortunately. Oh shit. But I appreciate you coming back.
Refresh that again. There we go. Got a lag. Yeah, it's just British internet, lonely. It's just a little bit wobbly from time to time. Kicks us off. Cryptic again, unfortunately. This time though, at least he didn't make the mistake in the same way there. He did drift off too much to the left this time. I think we've moved forward on to Truckstain, I think it was. So they were looking about, oh, it was Unholy. Truckstain at the back. I swear he was a bit further up a second ago. I just saw his name corner of my eye. He has closed up the gap between himself and Mystic. Esco has a big lead. Oh no, he runs wide through the corner, just carrying a little bit more speed. The feathering point he's used to on PlayStation, on PC, sorry, just not quite taking effect early enough on PS. We are going to move on to our lead at the moment. Esco got 209.5 460, but Cryptic with 209.089. Lovely tap of the horn from my French brother Rezkio, or Rezbot as our boy Ataris would call him. Really clean tube, like just sitting on and below the metal line of that on the halfway point of the ball. Pulls between the lampposts really clean. As we start flicking back, we get a bit more of the last lap. Hello Silver, how you going fella? Oh, 68 Cent is going to lose a late position there to TJ. Rises, look, on the barrier slightly, and we go back to Snail. See what else we can see going on. Snail's already under. Oh. TJ's didn't trigger. It's put me back on TJ because he's got a checkpoint glitch. It's not triggered for his car. TJ, my man. Rockstar really doesn't like you sometimes.
He deserves it.
You can say that. I am unbiased, so I do like most of you equally. Nice, yeah, I'm very well, thank you, Josh, and good to hear you're doing very nice. And, like, the thing is that's not the same bug as the good bug for double loop. So if you then try, I'm sure if you tried to do the double loop checkpoint glitch, you wouldn't actually get that checkpoint. Because that's the same one as the one where you go wide on the corner, on the wood. But you seem to be getting away with, like, getting on the wood a little bit at that checkpoint and didn't go past that one.
Yeah, it should be winning right now.
And it did no, it's reset. And he would have just stayed ahead, even with the DNF points of the lag out. I can have a quick look.
I know Cryptic had one more than me. I'm just gonna... Depends how the rest of this playlist goes. That's what I get, I won. Congratulations, me.
Doesn't matter who else wins, just remember to congratulate me. You had 112 points. Let's go.
I like this track. It's quite of a sweat race. Yeah.
And yeah, I think high look can cause it has got a split checkpoint in it when you go around to... That's it? I don't know. I think it's the split checkpoints that cause it. Possibly the air ones. It seems to be adjusted checkpoints that cause it. But yeah, it could be that custom, or as Crayon said, some of the guys might have done Jack's playlist with splits before. Esco is battling with Randolph. They will be the guys to go to a little bit later on. Ooh, bag, a big slide, stays on the track, collects a bit of that extra curb. Arwin coming past in the lovely pink present replique. Pag fighting back, nice clean corner, chasing and collecting the squeals of brake boosts. Arwin nice and clean through that corner, has closed up the gap.
Oh shit.
But getting enough of the brake boost just to pull away. He's going straight in for the wall ride. He's taking the big risk, pulling up nice and smooth. Going straight in for the second. A little bit too low. Disconnect off the wall as well. That'd have been clean though, Pag, if you'd have got that. Hello, Ventura, my man. We are going to move forward to Crane here. Not spent any time with one of my other French compatriots. We've got Snail not too far ahead, 68 cent. Oh no, Crane has fallen back a little bit. That's why he was taking that ramp. Heading in to the wall ride. Esco is up in third. Crane coming down, collecting lovely boost off the wall. This Tell Me builds clearly came off the coast to coast a little bit too early. Snail looking to try and close down. Oh, Crane high up on the wall. Didn't want to take too much risk adjusting the car, and I do think that was the wise decision, Crane. Not wanting to kick the bottom of the car out and potentially cause a brick on the side, but unfortunately drifts off the tube wall a little bit too much to the left. Sees himself off the track. That was a cheeky little landing brake boost there, potentially from Randos. It does sometimes show brake boost that's not always actually gone for by the racer. But Randos is in fourth, passes Rezkio for third. Rezkio and Randos battling side by side. Rezkio clean through the corner, early on the curbs, is going to get the position back with a lovely brake boost off that small curb. Randos so smooth off the wall, got a honk of the horn of appreciation from Rezkio. It's like, you cheeky bitch. Oh, it's lag. This is lag. There's no way that isn't. With that, we will just pop 2 res. And we'll see if we can see where Randos actually is. There he is, right just ahead of Rezkio. Oh, Rezkio's had to do a late adjustment and ended up going through the hairpin. It's seen good work. He's not lost any time. Gained a position. Goes very aggressive to the left there. Lines up for the ramp skip. It's good and clean. Double barrel roll. And he's going to collect the boost as well. Randos has gained a bit of time over him, but Rezkio, with that late adjustment, handled that really nicely. Esco is back up into fourth and just coming through that small tube behind. As Randos heads in for the coast to coast. As Rezkio drops off the wall ride. Oh, Rezkio late adjustment of the car again, just gets the car flattened out enough to get the landing nice and clean. Very high on the wall, going to get a big disconnect off there. Falls down, collecting it. Looked like he did collect some of that brake boost. Falls down past that small mini wall. Really nice and smooth. 219.4. Was the best lap, down to a 2:15.211 by Cryptic. We'll see if Randos, Rezkio or Esco can improve that. Not like there's been any big mistakes. Randos down to the 2:13, 2:17 from Rezkio, 2:17.0 from Esco. Just beating Rezkio by the 0.1, closing up ever so slightly. The best lap has gone Randos's way, pulling away from Rez. It sounded like a hiccup from Esco.
It was more of a, what the fuck just happened?
Chasing the brake boost. Ken's on the license plate, taking a bit more time to line it up correctly this time. Falls in to the wall ride, a big slide. Does see the lap ruined.
Oh my, what am I seeing, man?
Since he deleted Sunset, I hate him. Great. Sunset was a really nice track. Hopefully he's just like making some adjustments and that will come back, Graham. But you can't take away from this track being really sweaty and good as well, to be honest. But no, I get we all have tracks we like and tracks we don't. But he's offering a bit of respect out to Ventura for hot lapping this thing.
Right.
And that's 2:13. We've been sat with him for about half a lap there. Will he bring that to 2:12.7? And Ventura does agree that that was a bit of a bad decision. Shouldn't have gone so far as to delete it. People were enjoying the build of the track. And he was disappointed. So just coming through the final tube as well. No chance of the DNF. Oh, off the barrier heavy though. Might. And it has allowed Unholy the position and our win to Esco does drop back to 8th. You could hear the chuckle though and the laugh again, not overly disappointed. You could enjoy
I
it
tried
slightly.
to slam for the breaker slam, but
it didn't go right. But all cuts clean, still got 2:15. His Randos maybe did them a touch cleaner. Got a bit lower. But no, Gucci man, we know you're a good racer. You've not hot lapped this a lot. Or at all. Like, you've raced it maybe a few times in playlists.
oh, this is Gucci's track, man. He picked us in the 2v2.
Also forgot how insane bricks were on PS4.
Yeah, I like that.
No, Trilsy. We all know Xbox is the worst platform. Like, don't even bring it at us. Like, we know it. It's why you keep coming back to PlayStation. You can't help it. It can't like you unless you're willing to admit it. Like, you love us all too much. Like, you know, you can't let go of the community. It's one or the other. Either, you know, community must be the best, or platform must be best console. I will destroy my PlayStation from Trilsy. Not, at least not until after the crew battle, Trilsy, please. We do need you for Pros VRCRH. Like, we need you for that. And I reckon if you went, we'd probably lose Parcellus because he joined the crew because of you. So, yeah, don't. And just don't do it. Like, I don't advise you to do it at all, but if you are dead set on doing it, just after.
He's
And
just a
hello,
rage.
Jackie boy. How you going, fella? And no, Trilsy, no, don't listen to Gucci. Don't, no, don't get all riled up and flared up. You see, he's backing down. He's saying, no, I'm actually thinking about you destroying by a PS5. And Nova out of the blue comes out and calls him a pussy. Jesus Christ, it's all kicking off in chat now. Nice to hear, Jack.
Oh, Chelsea's gone.
TJ! Oh, he'll be right back. Good lad. But yeah, TJ, I'm guessing you're still in the chat, yeah. Like, I qualified for pros VRCRH, like, we need you as the crew, like, you're so much better than me. I was hoping to commentate. Apologies for that ever so slight blue screen. The fuck's saying, riding his luck a little bit, getting really close to that overpassing the track.
Oh, what's
Low
this?
cut as well. Aggro on the back of the car as it goes really low over top Esco. Oh shit, jumped the checkpoint. Trilsy, she's too young. Leave the nuts away from the girl. Fuck's really clean over the curbs, getting right back up on to the back of the front two there. Wall ride didn't go well for a couple there. Esco leading the way. Yeah, he just seems to stop there. Fuck's cuts it too low. As Unholy is gonna. I can't help it, Ventura. I've got a dirty mind. But don't want TJ catching no case, as Fat Neek and Jack would say. I don't want to be catching no case. Barback's looking to close the gap up. Let's go sit with Barback's. Not spent a lot of time on him during the playlist. Closing up on Mystic, both collecting the brake boost down the straight. You can see Barback's focusing in on the back of that car. Focused on his line, just nice and smooth through the corner. Mystic seemed to get a brake boost on and off the curb. Barback's just back on, having to feather the throttle. Mystic for that checkpoint. Barback's was able to take it nice and high. That does make me think it's not higher love, because it doesn't look like, well, not everybody in the lobby's got the checkpoint glitch, so it can't have been higher love.
No, I've put higher love in it a few times, it doesn't give me no glitches.
Yeah. Well,
he's been playing tracks before.
Yeah, I was about to say, TJ, did you do Jack's playlist before or anything with Split?
Yeah, they were all doing splits. Alright, so when I was watching Jack's stream, they were doing splits.
Barback's wisely taking the corner ahead of Mystic Nova, and they both move up a position ahead of Snail. And Holy, unfortunately, looks like he's just missed out on the wall ride.
Oh, what have I done? What?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not shit. I understand. That's what you went off to do, restart the game so you can get the checkpoints. And yeah, when I've... Oh, go ahead, Pac. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Wait, there's two different ones. There's one you get from Split, and then there's another one you can get from the bike races and stuff, but it's the two different sort of checkpoints they're using in them races that give it you. So then it's custom races that use them sort of checkpoints as well. So Trilsy was doing some street racing before. And that's where I pick up the bug from, because I've been practicing the pros playlist and it gives you the checkpoint glitch. But like over and under will give you the checkpoint glitch that lets you do the double wall through the wall checkpoint glitch, and then splits is all the bad ones.
I can't see.
Oh, Barback, really unfortunate. Has given, or he's held. He's not. He did give up the position to Nova in the tube line, losing all composure. Unfortunately, really unlucky from Barback. Not too far behind, but really unfortunate, giving up first place, first and over, and then these 3-2 will be looking to close back in. Can imagine 1, 2 or 3 of these going for the wall ride. Esco, Rescue and Unholy all in for it.
Oh, I just flicked a 208 or 209, I don't even know which ours.
Oh, come on. You know it's there though, Esco. You know what to do a stream of at some point. You hot lapping this track.
Fuck hot lapping.
No, but you just do a bit of therapeutic hot lapping of this track one night, you know, just an hour or so before bed and see what happens.
I already have a 209.
208 though, Esco.
I know, man. I was on numbers I hadn't seen before, man. That's how I knew I was on for that. Like, I knew the numbers for 209.
Oh, and Barbacks getting even more unfortunate. It did look like it got speed just float across, but the flat of the car just getting hung up. Do move on to Esco. It looked like he had respawn
I went for that
the checkpoint. As he says, went for the ramp skip. Does take the 5th place if he actually collects the checkpoint though. It took a little bit of time for it to trigger.
Wait, if you go in the middle, does it collect quicker?
With a really nice win, and then haul it with a new PlayStation 4 PB. Very nice, that fella.
See if you collect the checkpoint in the middle, does it collect quicker?
Yeah. So at the fattest points, that's where it's widest sort of thing. So it will trigger soonest if you drive straight down the centre of the track.
Yeah, whenever I got the flat 210 on wall climb, the 013, bro, if I had went into the middle, I probably would have given me it.
And yeah, Rescue, he feels he messed up 208, like low 209, high 208 with that ramp skip.
I came through them speed strips at like high 58, low 59, so I knew that was that's fast, man.
Well, Fox then, on that note, get in keep your eye on the 2v2 chance stuff. Because we're always looking for the commentators in there and that on Discord and stuff, and then once we know you're wanting to be involved, we'll add you into the matches you put a bit of interest on, sort of thing. But yeah, just keep your eye on it. Like I'm racing this Saturday myself, haven't qualified, so if their match was going to happen on Saturday, I wouldn't be able to do that one. The low voltage Rubicon match. Don't think Foxstone changed his car. Hopefully that was oh no, this is rally. It's just showing us this is in the city still. It's just a little bug on our screen. Oh no, I don't want to quit.
I've missed out two big laps tonight. I'm happy, but I'm upset.
At the lobby, there is a spot or two if anybody would like to join. I'm staying. A little bit of a bogged down start has seen, just really nice start. Esco and Rescue. Nice flow to that. You two should be on a team at some point.
Esco.
Or Esco.
Esco.
Are you? Oh, Esco enjoying the joke a little bit too much. I was about to take the smile off your face a bit, saying you would have to jump in the queue because Raz has got in first for Razkio at some point.
Yeah.
And then he's also got Rizza involved for Rizza, Razza and Rez. Or Rez, Rizza, Raz or something like that. Stayed nice and clean since Rescue is holding his lead, nice and tidy. This is a track I've always wondered why Rescue's not gone for, being a bit of a rally master in our community.
I shouldn't have done that. I'd say that.
Did collect that dirt hill there, but maybe the layout of the track not to his taste. And this double wall ride being the way it is on PlayStation, a bricky bitch.
No.
Oh, and there we see it from Esco, that curb pushing him back down. And Pag as well got pushed back down onto the grass. Oh, and Fuckstain taking that drop down wall ride really nice, and Holy though closing in that deep red on the car. Cryptic has the lead. Crayon Rescue and Fuckstain skipping the ramp. Crayon did clip a little bit of the tube on entry. Brake boost from Fuckstain initially sees him pass on Holy, and Holy though clean corner carrying a bit more speed through. Collecting them ripples of curb on the outside. Fuckstain runs nice and wide, brushes off the tree. Rescue did come off the barrier. Slightly wonky line, losing some of the bounce boost. And Holy loses position. Fuckstain closing in on Ironman, but losing some time through corner. Rescue nice and clean, gaming and just pulling it through with each corner section here. Oh, it's bumpy, it's bouncy, but they're riding it nice. Rescue just falls behind Barbax. Gucci takes it the win. Here's the guys behind enjoying the battle with each other as we flick through our back screen as people cross the line.
You started patting at her. That's fun. I like that. I couldn't even see, but you just like flicked across my screen so fast, and I just knew the sound wasn't right. Arwen was in the mix of that as well. I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's unholy. The more you swap between the two, the easier the swap between the two will become, sort of thing. With how quick and fast you are, like you're leveled, and you should be able to swap between. If not being too harsh on the lad, but if Bruffy can swap between all three, then a lot of you guys should be able to.
Is Bruffy a top racer, or is he just average, or what?
He's probably a step or two above where I could get to, sort of thing. He's very clean, but he's not the quickest. He's very consistent and stuff like that, but he's nowhere near Murthos, Leathercase level, like top
It would be
street
easy.
racer. Like
It's easier to come on and
I
be
saw
at that
Jojo in
level.
one race with him once, and Jojo was like 30 or 40 seconds ahead of him by the end of 3 laps.
Yeah,
And
right.
like Jojo doesn't quite consider himself top tier. Like no,
Yeah,
that is going a bit too harsh. We all know he doesn't quite suck, Alex, but he's not good. But he's better than where I am at the moment for sure.
he got the GTO and the D8 nerfed, so I hate him forever.
Mm. A stupid community of fucking whining, whingy bastards that got us these shit fucking show of stunt races handed to us. That'll be why there's no bastard wall rides. Yeah.
Why is nobody readying up?
I'd say like average to, and that's average in the good category of racers. I just wish that, like, rather than nerfing it the way completely they did, I wish they'd have, like, given you more flexibility with suspension types affecting the amount of bounce on the car, say. But Ventura and Alex not agreeing. They prefer the nerf on the GTO. But Alex is saying, but get the old D8. He agrees with you for sure on the D8.
A wee bit more practice on the old GTO, man.
And Ventura too saying old D8 definitely as well.
Yeah.
So you've just caused a bit of a hot topic with the GTO. The other half of your opinion was perfectly acceptable.
The old GTO with stock wheels and no bumpers or nothing, man, it was good. And then it gave the balance of being able to drive the Pariah on H200, and I would say that's the sport. It's just dominant everywhere.
Snail swamped initially, but he could collect a nice clean brake boost, put himself back into the mix for 4th here. Esco though, clean on the boost line, up into 2nd. Snail clean across the curbs, passes Crayon, all 5, feathering the throttle really cleanly to avoid the building, and Holy leading the way. Esco closed up significantly through that last section.
Oh shit.
Snail and Esco heavy on the brakes. Esco has brushed the wall. It's good. It's good, and he is going to just swing into the lead. Snail up into 2nd, or Unholy just holds 2nd through the corner, but the boost pad flings Snail up into 2nd place. Snail somewhere along the line there managed to hold his revs through that boost, and it's really playing dividends back on to the ass cheeks of Esco. Begins to just ease away again on the back portion of the tube, scared into running a little bit quicker by the sounds of Snail's engine back of the headset. Oh great, it's still horrible on the streets. It's too quick for the streets.
Supercar is not for streets.
And the GTO as well, like the amount, like, when I can't imagine driving the old GTO over the streets. It's bouncy as fuck anyway. It's basically, I'm guessing it's a bit like the old GTO on stunt tracks at the moment on streets. Snail is up into 1st. Let's go. Well, I think it was conversation there. Did see Esco just run a bit wide into the barrier. Snail leading the way, Cryptic not too far behind. We are going to just flick back and catch a bit of the front two. Nice and tidy over the curbs. Opening the throttle just before he gets onto the flat and then back on full power as he passes by the building, nice and smooth over the curbs. Does appear to have closed up on Snail. Snail heavy on the brakes as Gucci goes on through the loop. We'll get to see Snail going. We saw him get the mid-drive boost, but he seems to have come through that quite slowly. He is across, but he's lost a significant amount of time. He was ahead of Gucci. Esco back up into third, getting it cleaner than Snail. Did look like Snail's mid-drive boost sent him a little bit squiggly, and Gucci nice and clean across the gap. Is going to have to feather the throttle to get into the tube, and we are in a second just going to drop back a touch. Just wait for him to come around this corner that could potentially brick off the barrier. We'll go back to Snail again for the same reason. He's in a bit of a Esco Cryptic good sandwich. Esco closing in. Snail trying to apply a bit of lubrication on the track, honks his horn. And there, the death note from Snail. His back end just clips. The slide nearly sees him off the edge of the track. That is Barbax and Mystic Nova coming on past. Snail's going to need the lap of his life to get back on to Gucci. 2:29.181, best lap from Barbax. 28.7 now from Randos. There's the horn. He's honking at his opposition, trying to intimidate both Nova and Barbax. Let one of them know he's coming and let the other one know that he's able to honk his horn while he takes a corner. Cheeky son of a bitch. Taking the line, the loop line from both Barbax and a Snail. Snail seems to get it slightly cleaner, collecting more boost, and that's giving him more boost over the curbs. Barbax taking a narrower entry into the corner, holds position, and Nova closes on both. Mystic following Snail. Snail across nice and clean. Mystic did make it across. Didn't make it across. Iron Man. Ooh, Snail honking his horns, trying to adjust the car. Correct position. Has just fallen behind Snail with Snail's cheeky loop skip. He's had it all 3 laps. The second one not quite as clean. Have a good night, Ventura. Oh, and Snail just trying to collect a little bit too much boost off the tube wall. Does just hit the wall, and you can hear that death march. Yeah, have a good night, Ventura, my dude. Gotta get himself some sleep. Well, I should have maybe stayed with it for the cut. Randos is parked up in a garage. I've gone to man a little bit too soon.
Oh, I think I fucked that. Oh!
He makes it over. He had his deep in suck of breath, and on his stream he was mighty low. Just taking a slight bump, costing a touch of time. Yeah, huge pain for Snail. 28.4 from Cryptic does pinch away the best lap from Randos. But Randos seems to be quite happy, waiting for a bit of repairs on the D8 there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A Schnell, my man.
There was a lot of good moments, but a lot of shit moments at the same time. So. But overall, I'm not pissed because usually it's the bricks and stuff, and this time it wasn't. So. The fuck? What the hell just drove past my house? A UFO, man.
Oh. That nearly made me choke.
Yo, my body is shaking. I appreciate you coming. Thank you so much.
Stop it. Get some help. Now we'll get you nice and used to it now. Everybody takes a little bit of adjustment to the spectating. It'll help though in the long run. As
when you're used to getting spectated, and then whenever you race not getting spectated, it's like easy. It's like nothing. It's like
exactly. It's the normal. And then Snail as well. You'll just be able to go. Oh, I might as well become a bloody streamer. As well, and then the next thing you know, by December you're a streamer, you know. And I'll just expect the odd Christmas card. GG's everybody. Congrats Cryptics and thanks Fox and Esco. No worries around us. But yeah, massive thank you to Esco for hosting and for asking myself to commentate. It is always my pleasure to commentate on you guys. It's been a while since I've done the full lobbies regularly, but as me and Esco did discuss last time, it will become like a weekly thing sort of thing. I am racing on Saturday. RCRH versus pros. I don't want to come last. If like a Ventura or Randos or a Zombie or anybody good on streets would like to come forward, log on to my account and race for me. We'll have a little chat, yeah?
What the fuck do you think she's doing?
Alex is watching. We can't discuss it here. He's on the other team. But that's who you're up against. People like Alex, you know? Rescue. Jake, your boy's a sub on their team. Oh my god. This is what I need to race against. Our top guys, they're good. But I'm the weak link. And you're only as strong as your weak link. That's what I'm hoping. I'm just hoping to get a couple of clean races in.
Still, you deserve that for minigunning me, you bastard.
Like did the worst shit, but hey, never mind. Snell, my man. It happens regularly. I've seen it happen from Jack to official. Randos has had some bad times. Ventura, when I've spectated him occasionally. And man as well, unfortunately, not around as much anymore. Jacob.
I'm gonna punch her head in, man. Where is she?
Oh god, that's what I like. The amount I'm sweating the playlist out at the moment, Fuckstein, is fucking stupid. But like I say, anybody potentially winning. So I am joking, by the way. Don't actually send me a private message. I'm gonna go sweat it out, and I'm gonna come like fifth. You know, I'm gonna come top half. That's what I'm gonna do. Somehow, I'm gonna do it. But again, thank you all so much for taking part. Massive GGs across the board. Congrats to Cryptic. And again, thank you, Esco, for putting the playlist together and getting everybody in the lobby. Makes it nice and easy on myself. Lonely. Have a good night, my man. He's off. Good thing, good stream.
No, Neil. I hit him from like 400 meters with that firework.
Time's a fucking loser. Oh, we dog it. Yeah, I'll definitely check the playlist in a little second. As I end the stream, I'm going to do a bit of hot lapping myself and I'll stick that on. Fuck's saying in the background. But thanks to everybody for tuning in, and we are creeping closer to 300 subscribers, which is a little bit scary. We're only 25 off, so we'll have to think of something to do for that. Did a couple of
Why is he
commentated
doing
lobbies last
that?
time, so I owe you guys a little something. Maybe a couple of contact playlists on top of that. But again, thank you all so much, and good night and goodbye for now. I don't know what's coming up. I don't think there's much planned other than